Welcome to RTA Motorsports.
Hello everyone and welcome. Crash here, there's RTA Motorsports, and I'm actually having some issues with my stream deck, so you're going to see me kind of looking down a little bit. All this kind of happened real fast, and for some reason I'm noticing half my webcam there is cut off. I don't know why that's happening. The stream's already falling apart and we just went live. Alright everyone, so today we're going to be looking at Assettocorsacompetizione. I'm going to try to fix this stream at the same time. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. Let's look at some of the changes, because there's actually let's see, edit this real quick. There's actually some pretty cool changes that just took place. Some new cars. I think they included 6 new cars. We got the Zandvoort circuit, as well as they updated how some of the circuits are as far as their new road or their new tarmac, which is pretty darn cool. Let's see here. Looks like half my webcam is cut off and I'm not exactly sure why. And let's get chat up and running. There we go. Zandvoort is amazing. All right, we're going to have to definitely check that out. All right, so I think we got everything pretty much set up the way we want. We will have to check the audio settings, because for some reason my stream deck is not allowing me to adjust any of that like I normally do. So everything kind of melted down just as we were setting things up as usual. Let's get this chair in. The 720 is a great drive. Oh, we'll have to check that out. I was actually planning on checking out the 720 anyway, so that's a good thing. All right, and we're going to have to change the steering wheel over. What am I doing? I'm over here slacking. That, we didn't even turn the light on. Look at that. So, we are running completely new stream settings. We've been having issues with not the stream necessarily cutting out. Well, I guess you could say it's cutting out. Windows is saying that it's disconnecting OBS in the middle of my streams. I have no idea why it's happening. We went from Streamlabs OBS because we were having a lot of other issues with that one, back to OBS Studio, and for some reason our stream periodically will disconnect and reconnect. So we're gonna test these new stream settings to see how they're working out. We are getting Sim Dashboard up and running. Let's throw on the... Oh no! Oh man. Oh man. We just dropped our drink all over the rig. Oh my gosh. I got a puddle here. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause the stream real quick. Don't go anywhere. I need to get some towels before my actuators start going nuts. Yeah. Alright, we'll be right back. All right, I can't believe that happened, and hopefully I didn't mess up my actuator at all. It literally fell right on my actuator. You can kind of see the tip of this can is all bent in because it landed face down on it. Oh, man. Anyway, everything seems to be pretty dry right now, so we're going to give it a shot. Oh, man. Anyway, Matt Castle says, you recently started Streamlabs yourself and have had a pretty great stream connectivity so far, but only 3 hours worth of streams. We were having issues with certain game titles. I have multiple screens here, so whenever I was clicked onto the stream, whenever I was clicked onto the game itself or the sim, the stream would go nuts. And then if I click on Streamlabs OBS, everything would be fine, but then the game would pause. It was kind of a mess that way. OBS Studio worked better for me. For whatever reason, that doesn't seem to happen at all. But a lot of titles outside of iRacing were virtually unplayable because of that. So it didn't really work well for me. But yeah, let's load up ACC. It's been a long time since we've actually been in ACC, so I'm kind of wondering if we're gonna have to like remap everything. But all right, let's go over some of the changes with ACC right now. So we're in the version 1.1 update. Obviously, you can see that in the title. Let's adjust this camera just a little bit. There we go. So we now have the Zandvoort circuit. It says it's present, to all present and future ACC players for free. 6 new cars. So they have the Audi R8 LMS Evo, the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo, the AMR V8 Vantage GT3, the Honda NSX GT3 Evo, the Porsche 911 GT3R, and the McLaren 720S GT3, which is what I'm most excited about, and it says as bonus content. And then Zandvoort Circuit is now featured in ACC as 2019 restyled version. As well as they worked on some other courses as well to bring the tarmac up to par with how it is currently. So let's plug in the wheel into the wow, USB. I can't talk today. I don't think I should be streaming today. Today should not be a stream day. All right, there we go. So that picked up at least. I think one thing we may have to do now that I think about it is we might have to turn off the in-game audio. But I think in this particular screen, there's not going to be any in-game audio playing over to you guys. All right, so let's change the screen over, and I'm probably going to have to... Yep. Let's see, where is game capture? It's been so long. Boom. See, normally whenever we're in ACC, it seems like we're always in VR. So this would be a nice change. Yeah, let me adjust a few things here. Give you guys a little bit more of that widescreen goodness. I think that's about centered there. Okay. So let's take a look, see how this feels. It's kind of my main concern is kind of how's it going to feel. And I'm not sure if motion is actually going to be mapped right now. Let's bring this back over. Let's check out the motion software and see what it's looking like. Because it should have already recognized it. Yep. Game running. Profile. Okay. So everything is on there. And let's take a look. Let's do some single player stuff here. So it automatically fell to practice. Let's look at our graphical settings, because I think I actually lowered everything down pretty far for VR. So we'll just put this on high. We'll see what that looks like. And yeah, single player. I love this custom race weekend. I think that's pretty cool. Endurance 24-hour race. We could do like a you could actually change that over to a 1-hour session. Can you lower this at all? You can lower this to a 1-hour session too. Okay. So you get your choices with each. Sprint race weekend. Can we change this down to 1? Nope. It has to be 2 different race sessions. And quick race. How long can you set this race for? Max 30. Oh, I see. So there's different rules as far as qualifying sessions and all that for each type of session. Kind of remember that. So we'll do custom race weekend. Let's do practice. We'll do like a 15-minute practice. We'll disable practice 2, qualifying. We'll do 10 minutes of qualifying. Just one, yep. And then race length. We'll do like a 30-minute race. I think I like that. Okay. Hey, Pops, how's it going? Mr. Mac, how's everything going? CJ, how you doing? Everyone say hi to my Pops. All right. And of course, let's check out the McLaren. That's been kind of the hot topic. This is one of the new cars here, the Honda NSX GT3 Evo. Pretty nasty looking car. I love the NSX. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really. I mean, it's kind of plain-ish, and now with the new Corvette coming out, it's kind of like, you know. But this is a new Audi R8 LMS Evo, the AMR V8 Vantage right here. It's also a nasty looking car. Oh man, this thing is crazy looking. Seen this car in person at the International Auto Show, not the GT3 version, just the version it's based off of. The 911 2 GT3R. Look at this car. Absolutely insane. But where is the McLaren? There she is. Look at this crazy livery too. It's like a matte finish. Oh man, I would love to actually get this on my car. That's so cool. I got the big wing. Might as well, right? Oh man, this would be really freaking awesome to do. Something like this on the ZL1. I don't know. Something to think about. McLaren Shadow Project car. That's the only team available, and we'll give it a try. I love the, I think that's an Alienware logo there. OnePlus, I guess they're sponsored by OnePlus there. That's a cell phone company. It's awesome. So on our Instagram, I've seen a few McLaren 720Ss recently. And if you're not in our Instagram, check us out. It's in the description. Post a lot of like car pictures and stuff that we're doing outside the rig. At the International Auto Show near us here, what was it, like last weekend? I think it was last weekend. Me and my wife, we were walking by this McLaren 720S, the road version, and there was an older couple walking by, and the wife asked the husband, "What type of car is that?" And the husband confidently, he was like, "Oh, that's a new Corvette." My wife looked at me, she's like, "Doesn't it say McLaren like on the front of it?" Oh man, I don't know if he was joking or what, but it made me laugh a little bit. That made my day. All right, so let's try this. We're not going to do any setup because I don't know what the heck to expect. You can see all the courses that we have now. It's starting to get nice and populated. Zandvoort, we're going to have to practice because it's going to be our first time driving it in this course here. Yeah, let's give that a try. Nice looking Corvette, huh? Fanatec, what's going on? So a lot of the cars, I'm looking, it kind of looks like the webcam's kind of getting a little choppy. Not exactly sure why. And you know what? That's what was kind of happening with the Streamlabs OBS version. See, now it's kind of smooth. So I'm a little bit... I hope we're not going to start having issues with OBS Studio now. Let's see. So let's see, audio. Change this over so you guys can hear what we're listening to. And where are you? There we are. Boom. So if the audio starts, I mean, if everything starts like cutting out and looking a little weird, let me know. Everything seems to be running pretty smooth now. Yeah, as soon as I click on the title, it just starts getting choppy. Here, let's try one thing real quick. Let's go to options. That's not going to give me the... I want to put this on full screen and see if that fixes the issue here. I don't know why the heck that would happen. Boom. Seems to be a little bit better so far. Let's see when the car loads up. I'm waving because it wasn't smooth before. Okay, so that seems to have fixed some situations. No, we may play it in VR in a little bit. So with Streamlabs OBS, when we had this issue, it was happening all the time. Like really, really bad. So at least the... Nope, the video feed is kind of choppy there. What the heck? That was weird. Let's do a little practice and let's see what happens.
Green light. Go, go, go.
And of course the video settings from car to car is like independent of one vehicle to another. Let's see, I think it has to be... I'm gonna have to check out this calculator real quick. Just a moment. I think I just messed up the... If you guys haven't checked out Project Immersion, they have a FOV calculator. So that way you could kind of figure everything out pretty quickly and easily. Let's see. Been so long since we've been in ACC. I think everything kind of reset. So it's actually should be like around there. And let's back up the distance a little bit. There's a lot more settings. Look at the wheel. Look with wheel. Everything. Oh my gosh. Huh. There is a lot of settings now. Anyway, so let's see how this looks. Yeah, it's choppy. Choppy. And that was... That is so strange. And now that I have OBS on the same screen, it seems to work smoothly. I don't get it. Alright, so we'll give it a try. Hopefully the motion rig is working. It says it's connected. Let's see. We'll let this car behind go because they have some warmer tires. We're in a practice session. I don't mind having someone to chase down. Motion rig is working. And it's been a while since I've driven here. Car's feeling really, really hooked up. Really nice feeling vehicle. Oh my gosh. Took that turn way too hot. Let this guy behind go. Decent feeling through the wheel. Ah! Hello.
We have some light damage at the rear of the car.
Let's return to the garage. We're not going to be ending this session. We have 8 minutes and 20 seconds left of the practice session. Is that the new McLaren? Yes, it is. 100-mile-per-hour selfies. How you doing, buddy? Great Tantrum. How you doing? Ah! This may take a little bit more practice than I allotted. I would love to, I'm gonna wait and kind of get behind another car. Jeez. Shame too, because we've been focusing so much on iRacing. I haven't practiced these other courses that are not involved in the race session that I'm in for a long time. Sky Juice, how's it going, buddy? Come on, try to let the cars behind go. Go, go, go.
Car on the left.
Oh, there he is.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Three minutes left of this practice session. Thank you so much, buddy. Ah! Come on. Come on. Need to have at least a good lap of practice before we jump into qualifying. This is going to be ridiculous. I do got to say, though, this McLaren 720S feels very hooked up. Very approachable car. This may replace my want for always racing the Nissan GTR. So this may replace that, to be honest with you. Should have set a longer practice session. But if, you know, if we are qualifying in the back, then we're going to be seeing a lot more action up front. We'll be able to pass a lot more vehicles. Hopefully. I don't know. AI may just burn us. Ooh. Getting a lot of motion data into the rig from ACC. Something I haven't felt for a long time. Because we haven't been in ACC for so long. I'm appreciating all this data I'm getting from the vehicle through my through the rear. You know what I mean? Driving by the seat of my pants. I'm feeling the course, feeling what the vehicle's doing. The steering wheel, it's heavy. It feels a little bit artificial. I'm not getting a lot of the fight. Well, that was actually nice. Hit a little bump there and I felt that sharpness through the wheel. Otherwise, I'm not really getting... I can tell what the vehicle's doing, but it does feel a little muted in force feedback. Not like... I don't know. It's kind of like... it's just like a Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa, to me, never had the best force feedback, but it was enough for you to know what the car is doing and to make it fun and communicative. But it's not iRacing, it's not Automobilista, it's not R Factor 2, you know what I mean? But it's enough to make it interesting. And that's kind of how I feel right now. I am getting a lot of telemetry data through the rig though. So I'm kind of wondering, with Sim Commander, I could probably tune it to feel how I want, because there is telemetry data coming from the sim. Just missing a lot of that like sharp detail. There we go. Boom. I don't know what's up with that guy. That was weird. Yeah, that was strange. I haven't had one of those in a while. Crusty shorts, huh? Anyway. Yeah, seemed like it. All right, so let's go back to next session. You can see we didn't really put great lap times down, but I probably should have set a longer practice session. Seems to be what always happens. I don't practice enough before we jump in. But that's fine. That's fine. Kind of just getting a feel for the vehicle. So, I really did like how the aggressive setup felt. We'll give that a try again. And yeah, let's drive. Let's see what this feels like. This is going to be just a qualifying setup.
Go, go, go.
I mean, just a qualifying. There we go. Oh, did we get black flagged? I think I might have sped a little bit. For some reason, I'm gonna have to remap the buttons on my steering wheel. The pit speed limiter button's not working. Tells me I just have to reset some of the button assignments. Have any of you guys ever seen Driver61, his channel? He's a real-world racing car driver. I think he also did. I think he was also a test driver as far as testing new vehicles and race cars and whatnot. Not sure if he did that or not. I might be making that up. That might be fake news, but I know he was a real-world racing car driver, and he does a lot of tips on driving line, helping people with their driving setups and stuff like that. He now has a sim racing channel, a dedicated sim racing channel, and his videos are amazing. As far as just down and dirty, straight to the point. Each video is another nugget of information to hold into your mind. I highly recommend you go searching for his channel. I'll probably put it in the description later, because his dedicated sim racing channel is going to blow up quick. I know it's going to be huge. Hey Dan, what's going on? Is this update public? Yes, it is. Come on, man. You know I'm not big enough to get one of those private update keys. If I'm racing it, it's public. Ah! There's a bump there that feels really good. It's nice and sharp. Gives you some telemetry of road. We are over braking in that area. And under braking in that one. Ah! Come on, Crash. We might try this in VR a little bit later, or I don't know, maybe right after this. Kind of see what it's like in VR. Get a little comparison in between the two. Got to brake just a hair sooner there. Ah, yep. So far we are qualifying 12th. I'm sure we're going to be having to fight our way let this guy behind go. Where is he? He was right behind me.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I'm gonna steal their line. What the heck?
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Why are they crawling? There we go. Yeah, braking just before that line. Helped me out big time. Front end started getting really light there. Very flat turns. We are. Yeah. Darn it. Not slowing down enough, and I'm like having to correct my braking while mid-turn. It's not smooth at all.
in the rear. We have some light damage in the rear.
Let's just end the qualifying. It's over anyway. Let's catch up with chat a little bit here. Nick the Noodle, how you doing? Drop thumbs down on every one of the trolls videos. He had 49 followers and 50 videos. Well, that's a little too excessive. Go for Chucks, how's it going? Yes, the update's out for the public. Yeah, we had a troll in here earlier, acting crazy, being insane, but we blocked him. We just blocked him. Alright, so we're going to be starting at the back of the pack. I'm going to do the aggressive preset because to me that feels the best. It's probably not right for a half-hour race to do that one, but we're going to give it a shot. And yeah, let's start the race.
Go in double file.
Yeah, that's my pops, by the way, guys. So if he gets, so regardless what he does, he's right. There you go. Gotta defend the pops and his decision. Oh well. Pit crew animations. All right, so at the end of this race, well, or maybe during if we end up getting damage out, because we do have damage on, we'll take a look at that. We'll drop it to pits and see if there's any pit crew there.
Green light, go, go, go.
Here we go, half-hour race session.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
This is going to be a tough circuit with 20 cars, 21 cars actually.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That wasn't the cleanest pass, but we threaded that needle.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
There we go. Come on. Oh no! We lost a little bit of time there. Got a guy coming up the right side.
Well done, mate. This is me. This is best.
Yeah, come on. Sweat's already starting. I need a graphic on the screen once we start sweating. Sweat alert. I like how the AI is driving, not as
Aiding on the driver ahead, sector 3. Well done, mate. Personal fastest now.
not as overly aggressive in taking crazy risks. We do have the aggressiveness setting pretty high, so it's nice to see that they're not just crashing out all over the place, especially in a tight circuit like this one. They are putting the pressure on me. They are trying to poke the nose in. You can see the car behind. And the cars ahead are blocking and maintaining their line regardless of what I'm doing. So it's nice to see, and it makes it engaging and not frustrating to race against the AI. Wow, can't even talk right now. Come on!
I've got some light damage on the front.
Now the chase is on. Problem is, I'm going to have aero damage. And not the advantage of a draft either.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2. Yellow flag, be careful there.
Car in the wall. Ah! That crash really affected us. Oh, tires are starting to give out a little bit. I don't know if it's that front end damage starting to rear its ugly head, but feel the car starting to slide a little bit more. They didn't mention any VR optimizations. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some. But, they didn't mention it where I read. So maybe we need to go back and look. This turns here, oh, get me every single time.
You're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
See, I'm just losing time every time I go through that sector. Ah! Speaking of which, I'm talking and not paying attention to brake points. But they did a good job with this circuit. Woo! Oh no! We caught the back tire on.
Got light damage in the rear.
Caught the back tire on the grass and just spun me right around, just like before. If you guys want to see VR next, let me know in the comments. We'll throw on the headset and we'll try this car and maybe a shorter race session. Or we could try a different car if you guys want me to try another one of the new cars. We'll give it a shot in VR.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, the 21st place car is right behind us right now. Oh, he just slammed into the back of us.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I guess he's a lap car, so it didn't affect our position. Oh, no! Tires are giving out big time. Might have something to do with the damage that we have front and rear, but I don't know. Oh, come on. VR it is. We'll do VR right next. We got 3 minutes left of this race session. Doesn't seem like we're going to be moving up at all, but we got to finish the race session. Got to finish what we started. So the other question is, do you guys want me to use a HP Reverb? It's probably going to be the headset we're going to use. Or the Pimax. Think about using the HP Reverb because it is a harder headset to drive. So if any headset's going to have an issue and expose any problems, it's going to be the HP Reverb. Getting the blue flag. Once they get close enough, I'll let them by because I am getting the blue flag.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I just can't match them in braking. Woo! Just trying to keep up.
Alright, man. The leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Ah!
just bring it back to the pits.
That's right, we wanted to check out to see if there was any other pit animations. We'll come back around. I definitely didn't do them any sort of favors driving as this sim racing driver, Enzo Benito. But definitely a fun car. I mean, you know, we didn't do that good, but it was definitely a lot of fun. I do really like this car. I would love to try the other ones, figure them out, see which one suits me the most.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I gotta map that button there. Pit button, pit speed limiter is not working. So there might not be any pit crew out because the race is over anyway. But I'm not really seeing anything happen. But that's not to say that that's the case. I mean, so, I just got a message from Windows that Focus Assist was on. And let's see if we can turn that off, because I think that's the issue that we're having. I've actually never even heard of that. I think that's exactly the problem. Alright, I turned it off. Let's see what happens here. I have never seen that before, Focus Assist, but I think that's part of the issue of why we're having issues trying to stream. Nope. When ACC is full screen, I click on ACC, still stuttering. Look at that. I have to drag it in. Alright. Let's catch up with this here. Pimax. So we got one vote for the Pimax. Let's see. Review for the tube. What's up? Been seeing my opinions on the new update. Outstanding. Everything feels. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely braking late. A lot of that's just experience with this car and this track combination. When I do VR, oh, look at that. Just caught that accident. Did I see the McLaren rim Fanatec? It isn't 169 anymore. It's 249. They upgraded it. They also are adding a quick release with it instead of separately. Oh. We are having For whatever reason, OBS just disconnected and reconnected, which I'm a little upset happened. And yeah, so we'll throw on the headset and I'll try to see if we can make this work. I actually already have the Pimax connected, so that will actually work out. There is sometimes a little bit of a distortion that happens with Pimax, so we'll try to correct that before we do the race. So yeah, let's close out of here. All right, so we change back to this view here, and yeah, let's throw on the headset and let's see what happens. The neat thing is we have a McLaren GT3 wheel that we use. Kind of one of my favorite wheels to use with these GT3 cars. So, you know, being that we're using the 720S, it's not the 720S's wheel, but kind of feels like there's a little bit of continuity there. The headset's on. Let's see that, and let's get the software running. It's already running. Oh, no, it's frozen. So it looks like the pedal cam froze up. I just noticed that. Sorry about that, guys. Oh well. Let's see. Quick little thing with Pimax. Whenever you have a Pimax headset, turn the headset backwards if you're getting an issue where it says place the helmet in a visible portion of the base station, in a visible position of the base station. Turn the headset backwards and then it picks up. For whatever reason, that always seems to work. Especially if you're using one tracker like we are. I am going to use the large FOV. So that's going to be more pixels to render, a little bit harder to render. And we'll give that a shot. Let's start Steam VR. Change this over. And let's change the audio settings over, because now everything's going to be going through the headset. All right. So I can see the menus. You guys are not going to be able to see the menus. Let's see what we need to do to make sure that you guys are facing the same direction we are. Oh, wow, that window's huge. I think that's just out of one eye, so probably kick that over like that. We'll make sure that we are looking at the middle. Let me do display VR view and let's see what this looks like. Yeah, everything's kind of smushed. But we'll see which one works better for us here. So one thing I want to do is I want to bind the button to the pit speed limiter before we forget. In the VR center view. There, pit speed limiter. There we go. Boom. And we'll do the exact same thing, except we'll lower the race down to maybe just like 15 minutes. Oh, it's not giving me an option for 15-minute race length. It's giving me 10 minutes, but maybe we'll just do 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes will be fine. And you know what? Maybe a 20-minute race. We'll do a 20-minute race. Kind of feel like 10 minutes is too short in case if anything happens to really recover. And for the car, what car do you guys want me to drive? Jamie Osborne, how you doing, buddy? How long have I if anything, let's V12, okay. That's a V8 though. That's one of the new vehicles. Do they have a V12 in here? Yeah, it says V8 Vantage GT3, but I'll try it. I do love that color scheme there. Color scheme there. And yeah, let's give this a try. So, it looks like you guys can't see what we're looking at. Exactly. It's like a little bit off to the left. All right, so let's... Pretty close. But I can't move it any more to the left, unfortunately. That's just how it is with Pimax, unfortunately. Let me see if maybe we could adjust one more thing. I don't think we'll be able to, but yeah. It's so wide in its view that really this is as close as we can get to center. Let me pull this over so we can take a look at. Did they remove the previous car selection? Really interested to see if VR is any better. You might need to reinstall this. You keep losing me. Oh, I'm sorry. You got buffering too? I wonder. Let's see. Let's go to view and let's see what's going on. Because it's saying drop frame 0% right now. And my CPU is only sitting at like 2.3%. But let me go to... Not that I don't trust what you guys are saying. Windows did just say OBS disconnect and reconnect. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know. It's showing everything is pretty fine on here. It's so weird.
Green light, give it all you can.
Trying to see what it looks like from your guys' perspective, because I know it's very much like one screen dominant. Let's see. That's pretty close to middle, so I think I'm going to roll with that. I think it's close enough. What we'll do is actually move everything. Move everything to this side, and I think that'll kind of help out because it's not really completely centered. And that just bugs me. That's like an OCD thing. It just bugs the heck out of me. Close enough. Yep. All right. Let's do it. Let's get the gloves on. Motion rig is still going. This car has a nice position of their mirror. Right now, it looks like I could see the HUD just fine. I know you guys probably can't see it, but I can see it just fine. So, yeah, I can see the HUD just fine, and shifting is not working for whatever reason. It worked just a moment ago. Pit speed limiter button's working. I'm not sure why. All of a sudden now the shifter's not working. Huh. Whoa. Whoa. Let's go to options and let's see if we could adjust that here. Yeah, for some reason the shift button just reset. So shift up, shift down, and there we go. All right. Let's restart the session because we missed a lot of time in this practice.
Green light, go, go, go.
So everything is looking really good. Seems to be running pretty good. I am getting those red arrows on the screen, which for the Pimax, it's in a weird location, so it feels very odd. FOV is really big. Pimax always takes a little while to get used to, being that we've been using the reverb for so long. Kind of get a little cross-eyed feeling in the beginning of it. And it's because the HUD is closer to my eyes. The FOV is so wide that my eyes are like struggling to figure out what I should be focusing on. Particles are looking good. We do have the graphical settings still pretty high. Everything is running really smooth otherwise. The lenses kind of feel like they're fogged up a little bit, probably from being on my head. We'll jump back in the pits and I'll wipe them down. I was just going to do it now, but you got to see what the pit animation looks like anyway. Car sounds amazing. Motion rig feels good. I'm able to look into the turns, which is helping me out big time at this course. That's a big positive for VR or triple screens, is that you can look into the turns naturally. A little bit of a frame skip there. Not too bad. Definitely experienced way worse. We still got 12 minutes of practice left. I could see the pit crew up there waiting for me. I got a little... You guys can't see it, but I have a pit stop window on my bottom left here that shows like different things I could change. Oh my gosh, they're sitting there with tires ready to go. They didn't do anything. So, pit limiter. Oh, let me change a few things. I don't have my mouse on the screen. And it's not allowing me to change. See where the mouse is. So there's no mouse function that I could see. Unless that's something I have to turn on. I'm not sure. Yeah, so we also now have triple screen support as well. But there's a change tires button there. I'm trying to select it somehow. Alright, so what we'll do is let's exit and let's see if we could enable the black box controls. Because we have mouse support here. Let me wipe the screens down too real quick. Because I think that's the only way they're going to come out is if I enable changing the tires. But we got to figure out how to select it. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Options, controls. Let's see. Pit limiter, we already got that. You guys can't see this, but I have the options menu up. All right, user interface. I think this is it. So, up, down, left, right, and then we'll make this the back button. Let's see if that does anything on this display here. Yes. All right. So now it works. So I can turn on the pit limiter on and off from here. There's a little menu that's popped up here. So change tires. And add fuel. We are changing a driver too. They're not really doing anything. Maybe that's going to be the next lap we do. I think once you come in and your pit is done, your pit is done. We'll come around and we'll do this again. You can choose bodywork or suspension damage repair. Pretty easy menu to figure out.
Stay clear of the curbs.
So we'll go out and back in. You can see the tires are cold. We were just hanging out in pits. Beautiful sounding car. All right, let's pit in. See what happens. So I do have everything kind of selected for them to do. Oh, there they go. Look at that. He's fueling up. They're working on the tires. Oh, that's awesome. Can't see him in the mirror. Oh, nope, you can. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know why OBS keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, because it's not saying I'm dropping any frames. I'm getting a Windows-like thing saying disconnected and reconnected OBS. I don't know why that's happening. So the user interface is very reminiscent of iRacing's black box. I was trying to see how deep we could stop, and it bit us right in the butt. Alright, let's just jump into qualifying. We'll go right into qualifying. Let's go to next session. So I think we got 10 minutes of qualifying that we have to do. I'm not even going to change the setup. I can actually kind of like the setup here. Yeah, so far VR seems to be pretty smooth in the Pimax. I do gotta say I'm pretty impressed so far. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, a circuit like this really makes it obvious how important it is to be able to look into your turns, look at the apexes, especially if you're not super familiar with it like we are. You know, we don't have a whole lot of practice at Zandvoort. We don't really run a lot of circuits in iRacing that use this track anymore. This was common in the MX-5 Cup, but we haven't really ran it in a long time, so being able to look into the turns and look at your exits and whatnot is a great advantage that VR really gives you. Or triple screens. And now that we have triple screen support, a lot of you guys out there are going to be able to take advantage of that. Like true triple screen support. Oh no! As I go off track in qualifying. But yeah, VR just feels so much more natural. I mean, I don't have experience driving this car or any of these cars at this track, but it feels a lot easier to be able to just adjust yourself for distances and approach speeds and whatnot when things look natural. It's easier to figure out. At least to me it is. Things definitely look a lot sharper too than they did in the past. In the past, ACC was pretty hard to make it look good or decent. This doesn't look that bad. This actually looks pretty good. I'm not sure if they did any real big VR updates in this one. I'm assuming they did because this looks pretty darn good. I could actually read the dash, which is, you know, something they had issues with. It looked that bad where you couldn't really read the dash before. To me, this looks like any other sim, to be honest with you. And it's performing pretty well too.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Got 5 minutes left to qualifying. So far, we're qualifying 5th. I really love what they did with this circuit. Good work, guys. This is a wonderful car also. This is one of their newer cars. Oh man, this car is a dream to drive as well. That wasn't smooth, and that's going to cost us some time there. Without a doubt. In case you're wondering, this is the awesome arm, the V8 GT3. Beautiful sounds. Look at that. We just bumped up to second. We are now qualifying second place so far. We might get bumped again. We definitely are a little bit cleaner and better in VR. I'm not going to lie. A lot of you guys, that's not a secret though. A lot of people here know that. Tend to drive a little bit better in VR, but I do love my screen. I'm not going to lie. I do enjoy racing on the screen too. It's just hard for me to judge distances really well when racing on a screen versus racing in VR. Not enough to get the
Pressure loss on the left front.
pressure loss left front. Come on now. Oh, we just got bumped to third. We got a little bit of a competition going on. See if it'll count this last lap. I don't know if it will.
Session is now over.
Ooh, we got back to second. Okay. Nice. Woo. You absolutely love the new Aston Martin. Yes, it's a beast. This car is an absolute beast. Getting some sweat on the lenses. Getting some sweat a lot. Alright, here we go, guys. So 20-minute race session. Waiting for all opponents to cross the finish line. Still a minute and 46 seconds left. It's saying we're going to sit this right here just for a moment. And... I'm going to check one thing real quick. All right. Boom. So I think this is actually going to be a much more competitive race for us, and I'm really enjoying how this car feels. Especially in VR, it looks like everyone crossed the finish line. Look at that. We are qualifying second place with our lap time of 1:40.413. I cannot wait for Pimax to come out with their own head strap. They really need that. All right, so let's go to next session. So now we are going to be gridding second, like I said, and yeah, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. I'm just going to keep the setup alone. We are running the stock safe preset.
Going double file.
So we do have a pit, a mandatory pit.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Didn't hold the inside line there. Got the third place guy trying to sneak up. That's a new... The new Porsche GT3 car ahead of us there. My gosh, he's fast. He's just taking off like a freaking bullet. Trying to hold him. Foot down. Oh no, what am I?
Got some severe damage on the front.
I'm so sorry, guys. I completely blanked out there for a moment. I was looking at the pit box. I hate to do this. I'm going to restart it. I know that's like a big no-no, but I'm going to restart it because this is going to be such a good race, and I don't want to kill it like that. I really don't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Stay in double
But I'm
file.
trying to figure out how to change this over. Because the pit window, the pit stop user interface is up, and it's like taking up a big majority of my screen, and I can't figure out how to minimize it. See if we'll get a better start this time. We won't restart it again, though. Whatever happens, happens. I was trying to see if there was like a minimizing button or something like that. Oh, we're on your tail this time, buddy. Big flame shooting out of the back of his car. Pop. Pop. We're slowly peeling away from the rest of the cars. He's getting a little squirrely there. Didn't affect his speed at all, though. This guy is moving. Oh, we got the draft on him. We got the draft.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, we kept it in. I can't believe we got him. A little late braking there. Came in way too hot. Didn't set up that second corner correctly. Lost a little time there, but we got a pretty good sizable lead going on right now.
Well done, mate. Good on it.
16 minutes, 11 seconds left of this race session. We are so far in first place in this Aston Martin. Fifteen minutes, 30 seconds left.
Pit window is opening. Well done, mate. Fastest lap of the race so far.
Trying to read this mandatory pit window thing. It says all drivers must. Woo. So this is where the reverb would come in. The higher resolution could read this a little bit better. Everything's just a little bit too small, but I think I could actually adjust that. Every driver must at least have one stint. So I think there's another driver that we need to cycle in. Pit window's going to be open for another 8 minutes. We'll wait. Right at the halfway point. Got a car that just came out of the pits. So right at the end of this lap, I'm going to pit in.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That was nice. The AI actually gave me room to pass by. They got the blue flag.
You're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
So you got to choose the other driver. Probably didn't have to change the tires, but I figured it would be cool to kind of go through the, and the scale of them is actually, feels pretty realistic. You know, they don't feel like giants.
Mandatory stop is now clear. Let's go, go, go.
Now we're down to 8th position because maybe the other cars haven't done their pit stop yet. Have to be careful, we're running on new tires now. Got my pedal pinned to the floor. Let's see. Yeah, we got the, oh, no. It said first and it went back up to 8th. I don't think it knows what position we're in. Back to first. Oh, I'm over here staring at the top left of the screen. Should be staring at the track. Alright, so we're back at first. According to that, we're back at first. I know you guys can't see it. At least I don't think the HUD is visible to you guys. Shame that the spotter is not you know, verbalizing, oh, you're back in first, like in iRacing, you know what I mean? Or top 5, or in the top 10. The shifts are brutal. I just feel it throughout the whole rig. Just kind of punches me. Oh no! Oh no!
Pit window is now closed.
I can't be messing around now that the pit is closed. Getting too cocky, that's what's happening. Taking risks that are unnecessary. Three minutes left of this race session. We are still in the lead. Feel the tires are not liking that turn much. Before I was flat out on that last corner. I like to hear the particles in the dirt hitting the undercarriage of the car. It's pretty neat. You hear the metal, the flaps sort of banging around, a lot of noise in this vehicle, so it's a lot like race room, you know what I mean? The noise is very dynamic. You almost feel like it's tangible and real. Not just hearing a canned noise from the engine. It immerses you even further, you know what I mean? Got 20 seconds left.
Stay focused.
Oh no! I think we're gonna win this one. We are far enough ahead.
Excellent job, man. What a race. V1. Bring it back home safely.
There goes the smoke for us. Gotta love it. Look at those fireworks. Oh man, in VR it looks awesome. How about that, guys, huh? If Austin Martin wants to do a program like McLaren, a shadow program, feel free to contact me. Oh man, we'll do I think we'll do another quick race and this is awesome. Can't believe we won, guys. Awesome. Woo! Dude, the Rift S is a great headset. Victory lap. Yeah, we don't have too many of those. Gotta enjoy them when we can get them. Whoa! What the heck? We are under the track, it looks like. Woo! So we'll do one more quick race. Any other cars you guys are recommending? P1, let's bring it home, baby. That's awesome. You saw a cyborg driving sim. That's interesting. Which Pimax do I have? I have the 5K Plus. Porsche, of course. Okay. Let's give the Porsche a try. We might do Monza. I love Monza. Or even Zolder. Let's do Zolder because of the chicanes. Kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. All right. Porsche 911 GTR. And then we'll do... quick race. Like a 15-minute session. I think that should be fine. 90 cars. I mean, opponent skills at 90% still. But we'll do the opponent count at 20. All right. I do have to wipe down the lenses because I got my sweaty head all over it. Zolder, yes. New Porsche. Okay. Let's give it a shot. So we did random, so we're going to be gridding, it looks like 8th position. Let's, steering wheel looks huge. That feels pretty natural there. Other than that, everything looks really good. Again, we're at Zolder. And we'll just use the the baseline setup. You know, no modifications to the setup there.
Going double file.
Green light, everyone. Oh, man.
Clear on the left.
The force feedback feels totally different.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So the steering wheel feel is a lot lighter. A lot lighter. I am getting... Oh! Yep. Yeah, it feels totally different. Oh, man. This car feels way different. Let's try that again. Wow, that was, it was refreshing to feel that it felt so different. Oh, man, I got sweat on the lenses again. Whew. I need to get a towel up here. The thing is so, woo! Maybe a practice run. Yeah, maybe we'll go out and we'll do, like the custom race setup like we did before, and we'll do like a short race session with it. Because I think we need to get used to this car first, because it feels so different. I think you're right. Get a fan buddy sound. I do have one, but unfortunately you'd be able to hear it, and that's not fun. Custom race weekend. We'll do no pit stop this time. We'll take off qualifying. Oh no, we have to. So we're gonna have to qualify. Okay. Okay. So on the custom race weekend, if you put on practice, it automatically puts on qualifying. If you try to take off qualifying, it takes off practice. So it's either or, so you need both or nothing. All right. Here we go.
Green light, give it all you can.
Kind of feel like I'm like sitting really high. There we go. That feels a lot better. I felt like I was way too high up. We'll come out behind this group of cars here. Got the Audi R8, another Audi R8. Woo! You can see the steering wheel kind of dancing around. A lot more coming through the steering wheel, but it does feel lighter as well. Like surprisingly different feel. We'll kind of hang out behind this R8 for the practice session. There it is. We loaded up the front end there on that turn, and it felt nice and heavy. Come on! This is only practice, but I don't want to lose him. Woo! Felt that in my shoulder. So this car feels a lot more point and shoot, a little bit more twitchy. The front end is definitely has a lighter feel. And a lot of that's because the steering wheel's lighter. I'm getting a lot more like go-karty sort of feeling through the steering wheel. It's very different than the Aston Martin. It's going to take a little bit to get used to, but I don't feel like it's not appropriate feeling. And to be honest with you, I never had it run so smooth here. Next time we'll have to look with the HP reverb and see what it's like with that headset, because that headset's pretty hard to push, the increased resolution. But right now, this is an amazing feeling. Such a wide FOV. I can see out of both side windows in my periphery. Takes a few minutes for your eyes to get used to it at first. I caught the inside of that first turn. So let's go to the next session. Let's start qualifying. Let's get qualifying over with. And then we'll do the race. So I think in this one here, we're not going to be qualifying too close to the front. It's probably going to be towards the middle of the pack because of just, you know, simply this car we don't really feel as, I really don't feel as, like, you know, comfortable with this car as I did with the Aston Martin. Aston Martin just felt very natural for me to drive. This one feels like, feels good, and I could definitely see how people are going to be very fast with this car. Just for me, it just feels different. Not in a bad way, just in a different way. You know, it's just something I'm not really used to. But I'm sure if I practice this car, I could probably get faster with it. It just feels very twitchy. I'm on the safe preset, but I feel like I would need a safe preset from this safe preset to really be consistent. Until we got used to the feel. But the front end is really fast to react. Which is a good thing. That's not bad, you know, it's just different. You feel the weight of the Aston Martin's engine in the front of it. You don't really feel in this car. Kind of feel like the front end is like hopping around a little bit, getting grip. Pretty neat that they conveyed that. As we're getting closer to the wall, you can hear my own exhaust reverbing right off of the wall. we gradually got closer, it was a little bit more pronounced. That was pretty neat. Very immersive.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He was giving me the clearance. That's pretty cool. He was getting the blue flag, so. Could read everything on the dash pretty well. So far, we're qualifying 5th, 6th, we're getting pushed. 7th. Our time is getting pushed pretty much all the way towards the back. So we're going to have to really pick up the pace.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
That was not clean. That costed us some time there. Got 4 minutes left of qualifying. I wasn't sure we were going to actually make it around. Seemed like we were going to hit right into the back of them. It's going to be definitely much more of a challenging race than the last one we just had. We were struggling to get a decent qualifying time. That's going to put us towards the front of the pack. So far we're in the back third of the pack. Qualifying time currently putting us at 17th out of 21 cars.
Losing time in sector 2.
Oh, no.
Severe damage at the front of the car.
Come on, man. We might just start the race at that position and just kind of roll with it there. Alright, so the pit box will minimize if you deselect change tires. So, we only got a minute left of qualifying. Controls locked. Let's just go to the next session. Even though this is really cool to watch. So we're going to start towards the back, not at the back. And that'll make things pretty interesting, actually. That'll just make things pretty fun.
Stay in double file.
I'm not exactly sure if there were specific VR improvements in 1.1, but it seems it's running really smooth. We've always had issues, especially at this course, and everything seems to be working just fine. Actually, really happy with it so far.
Green light, go, go, go.
AI is moving quick.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, he gave me
On
room.
the left. Clear on the left.
Nice. That's what I like to see from the AI. Tight situations like that, they still reacted appropriately. They didn't let me go, but at least they gave me a little bit of room because I was already there.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He held his line.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Ah!
Car on the right.
Completely messed that
On the
up.
right.
He messed up that first entryway, and he just screwed up the rest of our turns here. lot of battles going on with the AI ahead of us.
Well done, mate. Goes to the fastest lap. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ah, he capitalized on that.
Car on the right.
Oh, oh.
Clear on the right. Losing time to the car in front in sector 2. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Didn't mean to hit him. I keep hearing Windows issues. I hope it's not OBS disconnecting and reconnecting. I have a feeling it is.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Messed it up. Getting distracted.
Car on the right.
Oh my gosh.
On the right.
Can't stop now.
Good job, man.
Oh, come on!
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
I don't know what the heck happened there. Ah! I keep getting distracted because I keep getting this Windows. Hold on 1 second. That's alright. We're in last place anyway. Let me look at one thing real quick because it's actually doing much better than you would in the Porsches. Let's see here. So we're getting OBS disconnecting and reconnecting, and I'm not exactly sure why the heck it's happening over and over again. Dropped frames by network, it's saying 0%. Total data output, okay. Bit rate is fine. I don't get it because CPU usage is only 2.3%. I don't know. No streaming issue on your side? Huh. So it's not buffering at all? Interesting. Yeah, it said stream off a few times. That is so weird. I don't know why the heck that keeps happening. I'm going to have to like contact OBS and see, or maybe reinstall OBS. I don't know why that keeps happening because this has been happening past few streams that we've had. But everyone, I do actually got to get off. It is running kind of long, and really late. We did a lot of testing with this new Assetto Corsa update. I do got to say the VR does work now. VR is functional, at least for me. It was completely functional, looked great and everything like that. Hopefully you guys, same here, drops. I'm so sorry, guys. We're going to work on this and see what the heck is causing this. But everyone, I did enjoy the drive. The cars felt very different. The Aston Martin was probably the best feeling car to us. In VR, I do got to say it's a lot easier to drive for me at least, even though I didn't show it here. The Porsche did feel a lot different. But at least you could look into the turns and kind of get an idea of depth perception. So I tend to drive a little bit more consistent in VR than out of VR, although I do enjoy using my screen, so we do both. But I do really enjoy this update. I don't know if there was any specific VR improvements, but I do got to say, since the last time we used it, it's working. And it's looking good, and I can actually read the dash, and everything looks pretty darn good, which is a lot because in the past, it never really looked good. And you guys can attest to that because a lot of you guys use VR and a lot of you guys have Assettocorsacompetizione. Maybe you haven't used it in a long time. I would suggest going back into it and giving it a shot because this was actually pretty good because we're streaming at the same time. Although we have OBS issues, these are the same OBS issues that we've always had. They're no different than any other OBS issue that we've been having. So this is not an ACC issue. But I don't know why OBS keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. That is not due to the title. We're streaming at the same time as we're in VR, and it worked great for me. So maybe next time we'll use the HP reverb and see, you know, with the higher resolution, how is it to drive? Because we do tend to, with Windows mixed reality, it's not really well optimized. A higher resolution, it is sometimes hard to drive. But everyone, thank you so much for joining in. This has been a great time. Very long stream. ACC always seems to draw me in like that. It's a lot of fun. Force feedback is good, not excellent, not like the best force feedback sims out there like rFactor 2 or even iRacing, I would say, but it is very close and it does feel good. Does feel engaging. I can tell what the car is doing. The Aston Martin felt different than the Porsche 911 GT3 car, the new one that's out. They felt very different, and to me that was welcomed and that was cool, although I wasn't as good in the Porsche as we were with the Aston Martin. So I think we found our new car to use. The McLaren 720S was definitely a really fun car, but I couldn't find my groove with that car. And it's all about, finding what car works for you. So, I prefer the GTR and now the Aston Martin, definitely, without a doubt. Anywhere we can donate, don't worry about that. I do have Super Chat on, but you really don't have to do that. We're just all kind of hanging out and chit-chatting and whatnot, and all like-minded people. So you really don't have to worry about that at all. Just, kind of subscribe and maybe share some of the videos, some of the reviews. We do have the HP Reverb video that we're still working on, and hopefully that video is going to be coming out real soon. When that video comes out, feel free to share it, kind of help the channel and the group grow. We're also going to be, hopefully soon, meeting up with a local sim it's a VR and also sim racing company that is a mobile company, and we posted that in our community tab, a picture of us with them, as well as our Instagram. Definitely get us on Instagram. A lot of you guys are not getting us on Instagram. I post a lot of pictures from car shows that we go to, my personal car, a lot of interesting cars, as well as, just things outside of the sim. So if you want to kind of hang out with us frequently on Instagram. So everyone, thank you so much. This is the Pimax 5K Plus, and we'll see you all next time.